Welcome to Rom Wills, Money Matters. Don't pocket watch. Don't pocket watch. Now, this is more along the lines of just your mindset with regard to money. Because one of the weirdest things I've always seen was a man calling another man broke. That's a weird thing. Because I can understand when a woman does it because, even though on my main men's channel, I say you can get a woman without money. Well, let's be real. For men who can't do that, money's going to influence how the woman deals with you. That's just a reality, right? So I can understand a woman doing it. And plus, they know a man's self-esteem is tied to how much money he's making. So, and they'll do it just to kind of break him down. But to me, it's weird when a man does it, right? Because I'm like, you ain't trying to get with him. Well, I mean, if you flow that way, okay, that's you. But why you pocket watching? And part of it is, just competing with that other man or the person. It could be, it could be anybody. Anybody saying, oh, they this, they that. It's like, but here's the thing. You shouldn't pocket watch for one simple reason. Well, two simple reasons. The first reason is, unless you know exactly how much that person's making, where their income is, everything, where they bank, what type of assets they got, you really don't know how much. You really don't. Now I know you got like these magazines and stuff, they'll track how much the billionaires are making. But, part of that's propaganda. Part of that is like entertainment. And contrary to popular belief, there's a lot of billionaires who stay off those lists purposely. And definitely millionaires. And in fact, let me talk about that millionaire thing in a second. Let me talk about that millionaire. Well, actually right now, there was a book that came out decades ago called The Millionaire Next Door. You never know when you can be living in a modest neighborhood and, everybody could be working class or even like lower level professionals. And there's a millionaire right there. They drive a regular car. They, they got a regular house just like you. They drive a regular car. They wear regular clothing. They don't do anything spectacular, but they're a millionaire. And it could be through myriad ways, but whatever the case, they're a millionaire. Bottom line is, you don't know. You don't know. Because contrary to popular belief, most people who have money don't always show it. And indeed, I remember something, I forgot which channel it was. But it was talking about, I think it was my main channel. And there was a conversation about like how, it was on that video I did about the 1% man, the true 1% man. And there was a conversation about what type of clothes they buy. Now, someone who works in fashion and actually works with those C-suite level executives, he said that, working with them, they actually buy the better quality clothes, expensive clothes, but they just don't have labels on them. So, but if this is a professional who knows it, but the average person might see it and because they don't have a label, don't realize the significance of the clothing. But it's actually just good material, well made. But the bottom line is you're not going to know how much they're making. So that's one thing. You pocket watching, but what good is it if you don't know? And then even if you did know for whatever reason, okay, what's that doing? Because that goes into the second simple thing you shouldn't pocket watch. How is watching somebody else's money helping you make money? Now, you could have a mild argument saying, okay, you see they making that much money, you can make that much money, but your focus needs to be on you making money. Because like I said, like about the millionaire next door, there's a whole lot of people in this country, they actually making like $1 million, or they could just be making 6 figures, but you have no idea how much. They're driving regular cars, all of that. But here's the thing, don't worry about it. Shouldn't you be concerned about how much money you're making? Seriously. Like I know a young man, and he was just telling me about how, he's looking at a job that's going to pay like, I say, well, he would be solidly in the 10% range as far as income earners, solidly. But he lives in an apartment. And he dresses actually very modestly. What does that matter? You know? In fact, let me use that millionaire next door example one more time. I remember when my grandmother had passed and we had to sell the house, the guy who bought it, he was actually one of those guys who would buy houses, fix them up, and then sell them back. He lived in an apartment. So you don't know, but you don't worry about that. Let's get back to you. The only pocket you need to watch is your own, because you have to feed yourself. You have to bring in stuff. And if you're really working to make money, you shouldn't have time to worry about the next person. Let me say that again. You shouldn't have time to worry about the next person. Because I'll just tell you what, for everything I do, I'm like trying to find ways to find more free time. You know, there was a point I had more time and stuff, but now it's like, you know, since I expanded like what I'm doing as far as videos, because you remember this used to be just a podcast. That's easy. You know, sit in front, put the mic up, put the recording software on, record, boom. Used to be easy. Now I got to do a little bit more. You know, I still got on pajama pants under this. So, but, you know, I got to make sure the clothes clean, looking nice. A little bit more, especially you dealing with the camera, editing. Yeah, it's a little bit more work. All right, but still, I don't have time to worry about what somebody else making. Because look, let's look at it another way. When your rent or mortgage is due and you can't pay it, whoever you paying to don't want to hear, well, this person ain't making money, this person, they don't care. When your electric and gas or gas, however your solar power thing, whatever is due, they don't care what some guy that you jealous of, how much money they making or you think they don't make is doing. When your bills come due, they don't care. They don't care what you think about anything. And shoot, with automation now, it's not even a human that cares. They just want the money. And then when your ass is hungry, you want to eat something. All that matters is you can afford to pay for it. Even if you got a garden, you got to buy the seeds. You got to pay for the water to water it. You get what I'm saying? Worry about yourself. All right? Don't worry about the next person. If you so focused on the next, well, see, look at it like this. Let's say the person you pocket watching is a millionaire. While you pocket watching them, they just making their million. And probably ain't giving you a real thought. I want y'all to think about that. Focus on your own money. Don't worry about the next person. Don't worry about it, all right? So anyway, y'all know the deal. Let's go make that money.